NBA is every player's dream, but high-level basketball does not stop there. EuroLeague is the second best league in the world, and this summer a lot of NBA guys decided to continue their careers here. It is not a popular choice for the Americans, not at all. But many who have made the jump in the recent years were surprised by the basketball quality, the passion of fans, and satisfied with the amount of money you can make. In this video, I'm going to look at why more borderline NBA players should choose EuroLeague and the best ones that did it this summer. Imagine you are a 23-25-year-old American playing in every third match for your NBA team and only the garbage minutes. I'm pretty sure Europe still does not sound appealing as you grew up idolizing the NBA. On top, NBA itself is trying to do everything in their power to maintain as many guys on this side of the ocean, allowing more two-way deals and increasing the minimum salary of G League players. But a fact is clear, there's not enough room for everyone there. So how to convince these players to sign with EuroLeague teams? All they hear about it is insanely long seasons, regular flights, and being so far away from your family. That's tough. But EuroLeague has also great things to offer. Borderline NBA players often become top dogs here. They get paid more than what the minimum deal in the league is. The fans' love is unmatched and the atmospheres are just insane. The number of former NBAers who come to try out in Europe seems to be growing, but there is still an insane pool of wasted talent who could become stars overseas. And I get that too. Like I said, NBA is the #1 dream for everyone. But talented guards like Wade Baldwin, Mike James, or Shane Larkin have made a living hooping here in Europe while being the #1 options for 5+ years. Kendrick Nunn won a championship in his rookie season being the bus driver for Panathinaikos. Who wouldn't want that over a constant seat on the bench? Of course, not every transfer is as successful. For every Mike James, we had an Emmanuel Mudiay, or for every Wade Baldwin, we had a Wesley Johnson. Okay, but let's talk about the present now. Who are the top options from the NBA who will dominate EuroLeague this season? The first name that comes to my mind is obviously Sasha Vezenkov. Yeah, I know he already won the MVP 2 seasons ago here, but it didn't work out for him in Sacramento, and now he's back in Europe with the same team. Everybody knows he's going to be just fine. But I am glad that Bulgarian actually tried the NBA and quickly understood he's best suited for success here in Europe with Olympiacos. He is one of the most unique players we have ever had, an off-ball phenom who's catching opponents relaxed multiple times in every game. 2 years ago we were calculating his points per dribble, and we're about to do the same this year because he barely uses it. Instead, he has a variety of different moves to get an advantage. For example, slip screens to create miscommunication, stampede closeout attacks to surprise the defenders, or simply constant sprints from the three-point line towards the glass to get second chance freebies. A top-notch shooter from deep did not get much run in the NBA due to his defense and lack of consistency offensively. His chances to play were hurt with Sabonis playing big minutes at the center, and the duo simply cannot coexist on NBA floor defensively. Here in Europe, Olympiacos is among the top 3 best defensive teams, the court is smaller, and his companions are elite on this side of the court. All of this helps to hide Vezenkov's flaws and lets him flourish on the other end. Who knows, this might be the year where he wins the MVP and the championship too. All this while getting close to 4 million net per year. Not bad when compared to sitting on the NBA bench, right? The second EuroLeague rookie that I believe can dominate is Chimezi Metu. The Nigerian big man can play both power forward and center positions and has an intriguing skill set offensively, but never carved out a role for himself in the NBA. And his situation kinda reminds me the Brandon Davis one. Davis played a bit in the NBA but found huge success fairly swiftly in Europe with his all-around game offensively. These two have some similarities, but Metu is more athletic and explosive. He already has shown that to Barcelona fans. Aside to a dangerous rim-rolling threat, Metu loves to shoot the ball and demonstrate his face-up skills. Some analysts believe his attempts to show off his different skills in the NBA instead of more efficient finishes was among the main reasons why he is in the EuroLeague now. High on that list too was Metu's defensive awareness. We have seen a bit of that already, but due to the smaller court in Europe and no defensive free second rule, his teammates can cover his mistakes easier and Metu can recover quicker by himself. How he'll manage to avoid those and the three-point percentage will decide if Metu becomes a dominant force in Europe. And I believe he has all the necessary tools to do that. Now I want to introduce you to Genome, a financial platform that's making banking easier for everyone. They are currently running an exciting contest where you can win a €100 cash reward just for using their services. And all you need to do is follow these simple steps. Become a Genome client and order a physical or a virtual card. Then make a purchase with it for at least €60. You will also need to refer 2 friends to sign up using your unique link and follow Genome on Instagram. But that is not all. Every time you meet the contest conditions, you earn another entry, so the more you participate, the better your chances of winning. You can learn more and register for the contest via the link in the description. Now, back to the video, and another name I want to present to you is Jordan Nwora. He signed with Turkish giant Anadolu Efes, and despite a slow start, expect him to be cooking as the season progresses. His size is elite, his scoring skills too. He can create from any spot on the court and has a bag of various tricks off the dribble. Combine that with his size and the main thing that stopped him from performing well in the NBA was his average athleticism at that level. However, in Europe, the whole situation changes drastically. He becomes above average in all categories and seems to have no problem creating and getting his shot off in the EuroLeague. Of course, adjustment period for those who have never played on FIBA courts is a completely normal thing, just as finding the right chemistry with his new teammates. Three-point shooting, defensive awareness, and shot selection are the 3 make-or-break things for Nwora, but overall, I expect big things from the former Bucks, Pacers, and Raptors wing. And last but not least, guard Saben Lee. Now this guy has taken Europe by storm. Just hear out his story quickly. After averaging 3 points last year in Phoenix, 6'2" guard signed in Turkey. His team Manisa plays in FIBA Champions League, 2nd or 3rd best, depending on your subjective views, international competition here in Europe. As soon as Saben touched down overseas, he meant business. Guard dropped 36, 6, and 7 line in his first game on 10 of 16 from the field and got the win on top. And let me remind you that the game in Europe is 40 minutes, so these numbers are insane. That, of course, got the attention from EuroLeague clubs. Lee then played another game for Manisa and somehow topped his performance, scoring 43 on 13 of 21 shooting. Although only 6'2", Lee has an incredible 6'9" wingspan who helps him to score in a variety of ways. His shot mechanics might look weird, but everything has been falling for Lee in the first month of his European endeavor. Currently, he is already a member of EuroLeague side Maccabi Tel Aviv, and the higher level hasn't really changed anything.
And then, oh my word! Saben Lee announced himself on the EuroLeague stage!
Lee had 23 points in 22 minutes in his first game for the new side after practicing only for a couple of days. And the way Maccabi is constructed this year, expect huge numbers from Saben Lee going forward, because he's definitely EuroLeague star material. But of course, not every former NBA player becomes a star in Europe. The likes of Aleksej Pokusevski, Stanley Johnson, or Trent Forrest most likely won't be household names in the future. Those who succeed in Europe usually have great offensive skill set, but at the same time, they are either not athletic enough or not tall enough to dominate at the NBA level, where everything is taken into account, especially your size and your athleticism. Do you agree with my picks, or do you see someone else from the NBA dominating EuroLeague this year? Let's discuss it in the comment section down below, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you soon.